Evolve and adapt away from the spoiled nuisance. Tom Serson, Jim Riley, Joe Zillig, Harry Race, Bernard LaChance, DJ Dave, Perlita Quinwan, Elton Anderson, Don Wiley, Jim Hall, Bill Duvall, 1961 Oyster Cracker Man, Bitted Bat 4, Blue Boy Boxes, GPS Paso Robo, Rapist Knight, Red Randy, Red Gordon and Ellery, The Comic Book Boy, The Tomb Raider Boy, Bald East Coast Negro, Bald Negro Freddy from Texas, Pickens Street, Jamaica Street, the Blue Room Rapist, the Chair Rapist, the Barnyard Rapist, the McDonald's Rapist, Team Bitted Bedbugs, and Crab Louse Ellery. Evolve and adapt away from those people and their associates. And so, Joe, Harry, now how do you win? And then I can just turn around and tell the military and the tech companies and IHS and the fighter pilots, the special forces, Lockheed, all of them, the media outlets, everything to evolve and adapt away from the spoiled nuisance, and then call myself a spoiled nuisance, right? Egotist nuisance. Since that's what you are, JPS Paso Robo Rapist Night 2, Small Fry. So if you're going to be annoying and a nuisance, see how easy it is, and the world moves away from the group of you. So how do you win, Bernard, Perlita, Dave, when you're a nuisance, Carney? Red Randy, T-Mel Cortez, Petco Park, Country and Western Cowboys and Indians, Karen, Stan, Brian. Ghetto Life, Perlita. Evolve and adapt away from the spoiled nuisance. And that's what they'll do, Bernard de la Carney, a la Fag, a la Chance, a la Freeman, because you guys like to steal and grift in everybody's stuff. So you have that amassed pile of stuff, Bernard, because you want to have this solve the big investigation with the Perlita and DJ Dave Ballamora and Mile High House, whatever, or Harry or Joe. So when you have this big proof again, Harry and Robo Rapist Night and 61 Oyster Cracker Man, Amphibious Base Man, All American. See, All American until a Joe, All American. You're a spoiled egotist and nuisance, Joe. So adapt and evolve away from the All American. See, if you're that violent and that, controlling, and the rest of the world doesn't want that, Joe Zilligan, Harry Race, Bernard LaChance, Bitted Bet 4, Carnivore, the NATO Bitted Bet 4, then they just evolve and adapt away from your spoiled and nuisance ways, Bernard de la Carney and Perlita and Dave. So when you strike a war against me or wage a war against me and my friends, I just tell my friends and the 150 million soldiers and the tech companies and IHS and Lockheed and Intel and Google and Apple and Microsoft and who else is in there? PBS, HBO, NBC, PBS, HBO, and whoever else. I'm a spoiled nuisance, egotist, just like the stalkers are. The Robo Rapist Fag Night, see? LGBT community, Judy Shepard, and then everybody evolves and adapts away from the country and western hillbilly squads and all that stuff that your three strikes on the cities there, Red Randy, the world moves forward. So don't always assume. So how do you win, Joe, Harry, Bernard, Robo Knight, DJ Dave? Because like I said, they're letting you all prove your bullshit story, and you still didn't get a black, Dave. Bernard, Harry, Joe, because you lied. LRA, you guys committed rape, murder, and all that nasty shit, and then sit in your boxes professing how great you all are, and pure and clean, but never were. Destroying everything. Good luck, Joe. So all the way back, way when they still get you. For 100 years, if not more. So, your story's tiring, Joe and Harry, Bernard, Robo Knight, Carnies. It always has been. They let you all have your ways, trash it. But then people will adapt and evolve away from the spoiled, narcissistic egotists. Yup. So there you go, Karen Fausta, Country and Western, and Brian and Don Wiley and Perlita of the Bitted Fat. Oh, can't do it, Bitted Steely of the Bitted. See, evolve and adapt away from that. From Ellery and Perlita's Bitted and Steel of the Bitted. So they're letting you prove it. Team Yahoo dictatorship of Karen, Perlita, Dave, Don Wiley, Elton, whoever else is all about that shit. Bernard LaFagala chance. Carney boy, but they evolve and adapt away from your egotist, narcissistic shit, Bernard. And so even Yahoo is figuring it out, going, wow, this was easy. So you guys professed to take over something that never belonged to you, Bernard. You split me and those girls up and caused all that problem. They get that answer, and who did it, huh? Perlita and Dave. Banshee, Indian, Perlita. Get it? Stamp, Android, Pickett Street, Jamaica Street, Google Duncan, Taco Joe. Evolve and adapt away from the four churches. Evolve and adapt away from Jonestown, Branch Davidians, and Havensgate. The Colts. Evolve and adapt away from Bloods, Crips, MS-13. See the gangs. Narcissistic attitudes and egotists spoiled. And that's what people do naturally, somewhat. Because like I said, most people don't want to live that way, Bernard de la Carney, de la Fagala chance. We actually know they were something else until you guys came across with your, whatever memes that your excuse was to control and operate the world was through your warfare. So then they evolve and adapt away from World War I, World War II, Vietnam, Korea, the Civil War, the Revolutionary War, Afghanistan, the Gulf War. So your soldiers, the military, United States military, the FBI, CIA, and NSA, and all those people who work together, they really benefit off of this one. NASA does too. Lockheed, all of you guys, man, that money is worth it. That's what happens when you guys underestimate your opponent. Bernard LaFagala chance. Joe, Harry, Ellery, when you're that abusive, stocky, rapist, just a pointless, relentless, pointless lesson, Robo-Rapist Night, that you guys keep doing out here and across the nation, claiming that you're teaching people some great fucking lesson and shit before you die. The great lesson would have actually been to do something, like produce something out of it, instead of being an annoyance. But that's what Bernard and them do 3 or 4 times in a row. Aurora Central debate team, 70s debate team of hippies and stuff. And so people evolve and adapt away from that, Bernard. So you can Indian fade and pretend with Perlita all you want, and Gordon of the Dark Moon, and the the Colpar hobby and the Hobby Lobby turquoise ball Perlita. But evolve and adapt away from being disabled and trying to grift everyone over it. Sorry, Negroes, but you spying on me and my friends doesn't work. But what you guys did do by doing that is fuck up the earth, because you have been completely wrong the entire time, murderers. And then you guys come flocking down into cities, going through that rumor of the murder, and try to sit there and become God, and then claim that you guys didn't kill the kid or their families and shit. How dumb are you, Bernard de la Ghetto of La Chance? Don't you see that lifestyle is just really not favorable for the conditions on which the planet we live on is? Shh! evolve and adapt away from the Fairmount faggot, whispering faggot, and the Crown Hill obsessed GPS Knight and Joe and Harry and them evolve and adapt away from the egotistic nasty ass shit. That is some narcissistic sick shit that you guys have ran Joe and Harry so many fucking times. I mean, I can't believe it just has not dawned in those brains that, the way you guys have proceeded and harassed and abused and raped those families over and over and over again, wasting trillions of dollars to assert some bullshit theory on God and computer science. And that's what the girls and stuff do, guys. They evolve and adapt away from the sports thinking and all that because it gets boring for one. You guys don't include them in it. You guys don't even include them half the time in the video games. Now they want to play video game consoles and now you guys get pissed and shit. So Stan and Harry and Joe, you're going to hog the game controller to All-American and then get pissed. Your pathetic childhood lesson, Karen, that you have set up for a computer system to evolve people is like the dumbest fucking shit in the fucking world, man. Think for yourself for a change. Maybe, Joe, you told people such a big, horrendous lie just so you could get laid. That's the fucking problem. And then Elton and all them fucking follow you. Toward the sun! Toward the moon! Pluto in, fly in, Dave. All that evolutionary work destroyed by one man's hand. Congratulations, Harry and Joe. You taught everybody a lesson, dude, about which gods not to fucking follow.